Hello Immortal News family and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 7. David Harris, beloved actor recognized for his role as Cochise in the cult classic film The Warriors, brought depth and energy to his characters across a distinguished career. Born on June 18, 1949 in New York City, Harris's artistic journey began at the High School of Performing Arts, where his passion for drama was first sparked by a supportive English teacher. His breakthrough came in 1979 with The Warriors, where his portrayal of the brave and spirited Cochise earned him a dedicated fan base and cemented his place in cinema history. In addition to The Warriors, Harris had a varied career, appearing in notable films such as Brubaker, Purple Hearts, and A Soldier's Story, where he showcased his versatility in roles that ranged from gritty to heartfelt. His television career was equally remarkable, with appearances in popular series like Law & Order, NYPD Blue, ER, and MacGyver. Known for frequently playing law enforcement and military roles, Harris brought authenticity and gravitas to each performance, making him a memorable presence on both the big and small screens. Beyond his on-screen accomplishments, Harris was a devoted family man and friend, remembered for his warmth, humor, and commitment to those he loved. His enduring influence also extended to the gaming world, where he reprised his role as Cochise in the Warriors video game in 2005, a nod to the iconic role that continued to captivate new audiences. Harris passed away at the age of 75 after a courageous battle with cancer. He leaves behind a legacy of dynamic performances and an indelible mark on the entertainment industry that will inspire generations to come. Tributes to David Harris. Number 6. Dingo Dinkelman, renowned wildlife conservationist, educator, and YouTube personality, dedicated his life to the study and preservation of reptiles, captivating audiences with his passion for the world's most fascinating creatures. Born Graham Dinkleman, he grew up in an environment rich with natural diversity, which inspired his love for wildlife from an early age. Dingo rose to prominence on YouTube, where he shared his knowledge and admiration for snakes, lizards, and other often misunderstood species with his more than 107,000 subscribers, gaining a devoted global following. As a presenter on the Discovery Channel and a familiar face across social media, Dinkleman was more than an entertainer. He was a fierce advocate for wildlife conservation. Known for his educational approach, he aimed to change public perception about venomous reptiles and promote safe, respectful coexistence with wildlife. Dingo's close encounters, often with highly venomous snakes, showcased his bravery and deep expertise, though he always stressed the importance of caution and respect in working with these animals. Dinkleman's personal life was equally inspiring. A beloved husband to Kirsty and a cherished member of his local community, he combined his adventures with heartfelt stories, often emphasizing the importance of family, friendship, and following one's passion. His commitment to wildlife conservation extended to outreach and education initiatives worldwide, including conservation projects aimed at preserving habitats for vulnerable species. Tragically, after a recent bite from a green mamba triggered a severe anaphylactic reaction, Dingo was placed in an induced coma. Despite weeks of care and hopeful updates, he passed away on October 26, 2024, announced today. Dingo leaves behind a legacy of compassion, education, and an enduring commitment to wildlife, inspiring countless others to care deeply for the world's most fragile ecosystems. Tributes to Dingo Dinkelman. Number 5. Eric Paulsen, celebrated as a pioneer in television journalism and a beloved figure in New Orleans, left an everlasting mark on broadcasting and community storytelling. Born in St. Louis on July 13, 1950, Paulsen's journey into journalism began at Southern Illinois University, where he studied broadcasting. After early radio and television roles, he arrived in New Orleans in 1977, joining WWL-TV and launching a career that would span 5 decades. Paulsen's warmth and charisma as WWL-TV's morning anchor made him a fixture in countless homes. Known for his blend of humor and integrity, he reported on pivotal events like Hurricane Katrina with an empathetic, steady voice that resonated deeply with viewers. His ability to shift effortlessly between lighthearted features and hard-hitting interviews underscored his versatility and devotion to truth in journalism. His contributions were recognized with prestigious honors, including the Peabody Award for his role in Katrina coverage and a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Press Club of New Orleans. Beyond the newsroom, Paulsen was a fierce advocate for New Orleans culture, often featuring local musicians, chefs, and artists. His love for New Orleans food and music scenes helped launch numerous careers, creating a bridge between community talent and public recognition. A passionate philanthropist, he supported causes close to his heart, from children's education to the arts. Paulsen passed away at the age of 74 after a courageous battle with cancer. He is survived by his wife, Bethany, his children Emmett, John, and Lexi, and extended family. His legacy endures as a testament to his dedication, his love for New Orleans, and his remarkable contributions to journalism. Tributes to Eric Paulsen. Number 4. Leon Cooper, a luminary in physics, made groundbreaking contributions that reshaped our understanding of superconductivity. Born on February 28, 1930 in New York City, Cooper showed academic promise early, graduating from the Bronx High School of Science and going on to Columbia University, where he earned his PhD in 1954. A pivotal moment in Cooper's career came in 1957 when, alongside John Bardeen and John Schrieffer, he co-developed the BCS theory of superconductivity, a revolutionary model explaining how electrons form Cooper pairs and enable resistance-free current flow. This work earned the trio the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1972, solidifying Cooper's place among the most influential scientists of the 20th century. Beyond physics, Cooper explored neuroscience, founding the Institute for Brain and Neural Systems at Brown University in 1973. His work in synaptic plasticity led to the BCM theory, advancing our understanding of brain function and learning processes. His entrepreneurial spirit also shone through with the tech company Nestor, where he applied his expertise to create pioneering neural network applications, including the first neural network computer chip in collaboration with Intel. Known as much for his intellect as his humility, Cooper balanced his scholarly pursuits with a deep commitment to education and public outreach, authoring accessible works such as Science and Human Experience. His influence was recognized by numerous honors, including fellowships from the American Academy of Arts and Sciences and the National Academy of Sciences. Cooper passed away at the age of 94, leaving a legacy that spans across disciplines and generations. His contributions to science continue to inspire and drive innovation in both physics and neural studies. Tributes to Leon Cooper. Number 3. William Beavers, known for his influential work in Chicago's political landscape, served as a dedicated Chicago alderman and Cook County commissioner, leaving an enduring mark on the city's South Side and broader Cook County. Born on February 21, 1935 in Chicago, Beavers' early life was shaped by resilience and commitment. Raised in the Kenwood, Oakland neighborhood, he entered public service as a police officer, a role he held for 21 years before transitioning to politics. In 1983, Beavers was elected as the 7th Ward Alderman, a position he held for over 2 decades. During his tenure, Beavers led significant initiatives, notably creating sub-circuit judicial districts, which expanded opportunities for Black attorneys to run for judgeships. Known for his tenacity, he chaired both the Police and Fire Committee and the influential Budget Committee within the City Council. His assertive leadership and candid style made him both a respected and sometimes controversial figure in Chicago politics. In 2006, Beavers joined the Cook County Board as commissioner, representing the 4th District. His strategic influence extended to shaping county leadership, as he played a pivotal role in securing a seat for Todd Stroger as Cook County Board President, while his daughter Darcel succeeded him as alderman of the 7th Ward. However, Beavers' career faced challenges when he was convicted of tax evasion in 2013, an episode that he served with characteristic resilience, completing his sentence and returning to public life. Beavers passed away at the age of 89. His legacy as a trailblazer for African American representation in Chicago's political structure and his dedication to public service will be remembered by the many communities he served. Tributes to William Beavers. Number 2. Ron Perry, an esteemed figure in athletics and an enduring advocate for sportsmanship, served as the athletic director at the College of the Holy Cross for over 25 years, leaving a lasting legacy in collegiate sports. Born on May 22, 1932, Perry grew up in Somerville, Massachusetts, where he developed into a remarkable athlete. At Somerville High School, he led his basketball and baseball teams to state championships before continuing his athletic career at Holy Cross. He was a standout on the baseball field, helping lead the Crusaders to a College World Series victory in 1952, and on the basketball court, guiding his team to success in the 1954 National Invitation Tournament. Perry's talents extended to both basketball and baseball, leading to his selection in the 1954 NBA draft by the Boston Celtics. However, he chose to join the U.S. Marine Corps, where he was recognized as the Armed Forces Athlete of the Year in 1957 for both sports. After his service, Perry returned to Massachusetts, becoming the athletic director at Catholic Memorial School and coaching several state champion basketball and baseball teams. In 1972, Perry took on the role of athletic director at Holy Cross, overseeing significant developments, including the construction of the Hart Center and the introduction of women's sports. He championed athletic scholarships in basketball within the Patriot League and worked tirelessly to enhance the school's athletic facilities and programs. Perry's legacy also extended to his family, as his son, Ron Jr., followed in his footsteps, setting records at Holy Cross in both basketball and baseball. Ron Perry passed away at the age of 92. His contributions to athletics and his devotion to fostering talent and integrity in sports will be remembered and cherished by many. Tributes to Ron Perry. What's trending on the internet? News 1. WWE legend Ric Flair is mourning the loss of his stepson, 24-year-old musician Sebastian, whose passing was confirmed by his mother, Wendy Barlow, over the weekend. Wendy shared her sorrow with TMZ Sports, saying she was devastated and shocked, highlighting the importance of addressing mental health among young people. Sebastian, an emerging artist, recently released his debut album, Under the Moon, which he described as very romance-filled and relatable. Earlier this year, he appeared on Fox 5 Atlanta to discuss the album and shared that his mom had supported his career after hearing him sing. In a show of pride, Flair celebrated his stepson's achievement, tweeting, "Congratulations on the release of your first album, Under the Moon. I am so proud of you." Sebastian's life around Ric Flair was uniquely memorable, with the young musician recalling family dinners interrupted by fans and shared moments with stars like Post Malone and Darius Rucker. Reflecting on his stepdad's influence, he noted how Flair taught him valuable lessons about fame from an early age. Rick and Wendy recently announced their amicable separation after 13 years together, with Flair expressing gratitude for Wendy's unwavering support during his health struggles in 2018. Wendy, a retired professional tennis player, was Flair's fifth wife, and their time together was marked by a deep mutual respect and support. News 2. Demi Lovato is mourning the loss of her newborn niece Xiomara, who passed away shortly after birth. The heartbreaking news was shared by Demi's sister Madison de la Garza on Instagram. Madison, 22, revealed that she and her boyfriend, Ryan Mitchell, had welcomed their daughter on September 27th through an emergency C-section. Tragically, it was the first and last time they held her. "Thank you, Xiomara, for making us parents to the most perfect angel in heaven," Madison wrote. Demi, 32, offered her support to Madison and expressed her love for Xiomara in a touching comment. "I love you so much, Xiomara, an angel in every sense of the word. I'll be your auntie forever." She later added in her Instagram stories, "RIP to my beautiful, perfect niece, Xiomara. I'm so grateful I got to hold you." Other family members, including Dallas Lovato, also shared tributes. Dallas penned a heartfelt poem promising to care for Madison and cherishing Xiomara's memory. Demi's fiancé, Jutes, and cousin Braden de la Garza extended their love and support to the family during this difficult time. Madison had announced her pregnancy just last month, filled with excitement for the new addition. Her heartfelt posts reflect the profound love and loss the family is experiencing. News 3. Beloved by fans around the world, Crumbs, the cat who gained internet fame as the world's fattest feline, has passed away. The 38-pound cat, known for his Garfield-like appearance and affectionate nature, had embarked on a weight loss journey at a specialized veterinary center in Perm, Russia. Crumbs, whose Russian name was Kroshik, had recently shed over 2 pounds in a carefully managed rehabilitation program that included light exercise and a controlled diet. The news of Crumbs's passing was shared on a social media page dedicated to his inspiring journey. Kroshik passed away last night, the post read, adding that he was surrounded by his caretakers who had been by his side throughout his progress. The post shared appreciation for the joy Crumbs brought to followers who had cheered on his determination to reach a healthier lifestyle. Fans remembered Crumbs as more than just an internet sensation. Many were inspired by his story, with tributes pouring in online, honoring him as a symbol of resilience. Crumbs's memory continues to bring smiles to the faces of those who followed his journey. News 4. A tragic accident occurred at the Air Capital drop zone in Darby, Kansas, on Saturday when a woman in her 30s lost her life after a sudden encounter with a moving airplane propeller. The Sedgwick County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the incident happened around 2:30 p.m. while the woman was taking photos at the airfield. According to Darby Fire Marshal Jonathan Marr, she unintentionally backed into the propeller, resulting in critical injuries. Emergency services arrived promptly, discovering the woman unresponsive. She was rushed to a nearby hospital but sadly succumbed to her injuries. Authorities have stated that the situation is being treated as an accidental occurrence and remains under investigation. The unfortunate incident took place at the Cook Airfield location, home to the Air Capital drop zone, a popular skydiving site. Local officials have expressed condolences and reminded visitors to remain cautious around aircraft at airfields, emphasizing the importance of awareness in such environments. This incident serves as a reminder of the need for caution around aviation equipment, particularly in active zones where aircraft are in motion. No further details have been released at this time, but officials continue to look into the specifics of this tragic event. News 5. A tragic accident early Sunday morning claimed the life of a 60-year-old woman in Dayton, Minnesota, after her vehicle was struck from behind on Interstate 94. According to the Minnesota State Patrol, the woman from South Haven was driving a Ford Escape when she hit a deer around 5:30 a.m., causing her to stop in the center lane of I-94 near Brockton Lane. Moments later, her stationary vehicle was rear-ended by a 32-year-old man from Becker driving a Mazda CX-5. The impact of the collision resulted in fatal injuries for the woman, who was pronounced dead at the scene. The man driving the Mazda was taken to a local hospital, though the severity of his injuries has not been disclosed. Authorities have not yet released the identity of the woman and are continuing to investigate the circumstances of the crash. The incident serves as a reminder of the potential dangers posed by wildlife on roadways, especially during early morning hours when visibility can be limited. The Minnesota State Patrol urges drivers to remain alert, especially in areas where deer and other wildlife are commonly seen. No additional information has been provided at this time. News 6. Danielle Fishel, known for her role as Topanga on Boy Meets World, recently shared the heartfelt approach she took to explain her early-stage breast cancer diagnosis to her family. Speaking on Amy Robach and TJ Holmes' podcast, the 43-year-old actress revealed her concerns about how her husband, Jensen Karp, and their young sons Adler, 5, and Keaton, 3, would handle the news. Fishel recounted the delicate situation, especially considering her husband's experience with losing his mother to lung cancer just 2 years earlier. She wanted to be mindful of her children's understanding of illness and avoid causing unnecessary fear. Instead of mentioning cancer to her sons, she described her condition as a boo-boo that required surgery, explaining that they needed to be gentle with her until she healed. As her recovery progressed, Fischel found joy in being able to tell her sons she was fully healed when Adler asked if her boo-boo was all better. "I was so happy to tell him that yes, my boo-boo was all better," she shared. Fischel emphasized the power of early detection, revealing that her breast cancer was discovered during a routine mammogram in July. She expressed gratitude for the support from family, friends, and the breast cancer community, adding, "I am thrilled to be alive and so thankful it was caught early." News 7. At the recent Autism Speaks Los Angeles Gala, Rumer Willis shared heartfelt admiration for her sister Tallulah, whose autism diagnosis last year brought a new sense of self-acceptance and peace. Speaking before Tallulah, who was honored for her advocacy in autism awareness, Rumer, 36, described her sister as extraordinary and celebrated how the diagnosis has allowed Tallulah to embrace her unique perspective. "She was always creative, on her own wavelength," Rumer reflected, adding that her sister's sensitivity to textures, noises, and crowds made everyday experiences challenging. For years, Tallulah navigated these obstacles, working with therapists and exploring potential explanations. But in 2023, her autism diagnosis was a homecoming, said Rumer, granting her permission to be exactly who she is, without apology or explanation. Since then, Rumer has seen Tallulah blossom with newfound confidence. "It's like watching someone finally exhale after holding their breath for years," she said, adding that her sister has channeled her energy into creating a supportive community for others, particularly women often overlooked in autism diagnoses. Rumer concluded by expressing her gratitude for Tallulah's impact, calling her journey a privilege to witness. Being different isn't something to overcome, it's something to treasure. Number 1. Joe Stork, an influential advocate for human rights in the Middle East, dedicated his life to highlighting injustices and advocating for the oppressed. Born in 1942 or 1943, he pursued an MA in International Affairs with a focus on Middle East studies at Columbia University, setting the stage for a lifelong commitment to social justice. His early years were marked by global outreach as a Peace Corps volunteer in Turkey, an experience that shaped his deep understanding of regional issues. In 1971, Stork co-founded the Middle East Research and Information Project, MERIP, where he served as chief editor of its widely respected publication, Middle East Report, until 1995. Under his leadership, MERIP became a vital source of information on Middle Eastern affairs, providing a platform for critical discourse on topics like political Islam and economic conditions. In 1996, he joined Human Rights Watch, HRW, as Deputy Director for the Middle East and North Africa, strengthening the organization's advocacy efforts across a region fraught with political complexities. His notable publications, including Erased in a Moment and Political Islam, a Reader, co-edited with Joel Bynan, addressed urgent issues with profound insight. Stork was known for his unwavering commitment to academic freedom, serving as chair of the Middle East Studies Association's Committee on Academic Freedom and contributing to various advisory committees. Though his early career involved controversial moments, Stork's later work emphasized accountability and unbiased human rights advocacy, solidifying his role as a principled defender of justice. Joe Stork passed away at the age of 81, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire human rights activists worldwide. Tributes to Joe Stork. Jim Donovan, an esteemed voice in American sports broadcasting, devoted nearly 40 years to reporting and anchoring